Hello everyone, and welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. Before we dive into the latest updates, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps us bring you more quality content. Now let's get into today's headline. A roadmap to fix the Dallas Cowboys' struggles before the 2025 season. The Dallas Cowboys' 2024 campaign has been nothing short of a disaster, a stark contrast to the optimism that surrounded the team during the offseason. Owner Jerry Jones had boldly declared his intent to go all in, yet the team's lackluster roster and glaring vulnerabilities told a different story. While doubts lingered, few could have predicted a season this calamitous. Have we had rough seasons? Yes, Jones admitted last week, but this one we didn't anticipate. Not the record, not the way we're playing. You stay in this league long enough, and you'll see times like this. Indeed, it has been a season to forget, even after their thrilling 34-26 victory over Washington this past Sunday. The Cowboys sit at a dismal 4-7, their playoff hopes extinguished. At home, they remain winless, and last week's crowd in Dallas was overrun with Houston Texans fans. With Dak Prescott sidelined for the season and head coach Mike McCarthy's future uncertain, the franchise is facing a crisis. The question everyone in the Cowboys organization must confront is, what will it take to turn this team around? Step 1. Keep Mike McCarthy, for now. Firing head coach. Mike McCarthy might seem like an obvious solution, but it's not necessarily the smartest move. McCarthy's record of 3 consecutive 12-5 seasons isn't something to dismiss lightly. Despite his flaws, he's a Super Bowl winning coach who's led the Cowboys through their most consistent stretch in decades. This season's failure can't be laid entirely at his feet. The team was hampered by a stagnant offseason and a cascade of injuries. Rather than starting over with an unproven assistant or a retread coach, the Cowboys might benefit from offering McCarthy a short-term extension with the clear understanding that next season is make or break. Step 2. Lock down Micah Parsons. Early Micah Parsons is the cornerstone of the Cowboys' defense and arguably their best player. Delaying his inevitable contract extension would be a critical mistake. Historically, Jerry Jones has waited until the last minute to re-sign top talent, often driving up costs unnecessarily. By negotiating Parsons' deal now, before free agency, the Cowboys could secure him long-term while alleviating cap pressures. A deal akin to Nick Bosa's 5-year, $170 million extension with the 49ers would keep Parsons in Dallas and reduce his initial cap hit, freeing up funds for other priorities. Step 3. Get aggressive in free agency. The Cowboys' conservative approach to free agency has cost them dearly. They've spent years prioritizing future salary cap space over immediate competitiveness. This strategy must change. With smart restructuring of existing contracts, Dallas could create up to $80 million in cap space. That's enough to make significant upgrades to their roster, particularly in positions of need. The team has the talent to contend now, but it must invest in key free agents to address glaring weaknesses. Step 4. Solve the running back problem. The Cowboys misjudged the market for running backs last offseason, passing on several quality players available at reasonable prices. They can't afford a repeat. While the 2025 free agent class isn't as deep, options like Najee Harris or Nick Chubb could provide the offensive spark they desperately need. A durable, proven running back would not only bolster their ground game, but also take pressure off Prescott and the passing attack. Step 5. Strengthen the trenches. Games are often won or lost at the line of scrimmage, and Dallas must prioritize its offensive and defensive lines. The team has already begun addressing these areas in recent drafts, but more work remains. Key players like Zach Martin are nearing retirement, while DeMarcus Lawrence and Osa Odigizua could hit free agency. The Cowboys need to continue drafting linemen while also targeting established players in free agency. A defensive lineman like B.J. Hill or a versatile edge rusher could make a significant impact. The path forward. The Cowboys' current predicament is dire, but it's not hopeless. With the right moves, some bold, others practical, they could return to contention as early as 2025. For a franchise as storied as Dallas, anything less would be unacceptable. So what do you think? Are these the right steps to fix the Cowboys? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates and insights.